Unitarian Universalist Church of the Brazos Valley here in the summertime where it's too hot to live. My name is Reverend Kiya, and I'm so happy that you all are with us today. We are going to sing two songs this morning to start out with. Number 401 in the gray hymnal is the classic Kumbaya, and then we're going to, after that, we're going to transition into 1083 in the teal. So you need both hymnals close by. And we're going to sing How Could Anyone Ever Tell You as well. So we're singing two songs. I know it's different, but that's the way we are. Would you repeat the numbers? The number is number 401 for Kumbaya, and then we're going to go to 1053, How Could Anyone Ever Tell You? Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, oh Lord, Kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone singing, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. Laughing. Someone's laughing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's laughing, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's laughing, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's weeping. Someone's weeping, Lord, Kumbaya. How about some harmonies? Someone's weeping, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's weeping, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's praying. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Someone's praying, Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. Let's try it one more time. First verse. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya. Oh Lord, Kumbaya. And now if you all will go to 1053 in the teal hymnal. It sounds something like this. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? how deeply you're connected in my soul. How could anyone ever tell you that you're anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected in my soul.
Good morning. Is it hot enough for you? How about humid? Is it humid enough for you? My glasses glaze over when I go outside, so I know I'm in Texas. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Brazos Valley, also known as UUCBV, or Brazos UU for short. I'm Carolyn Clark, and it's my privilege to be your worship assistant this morning. We are a welcoming congregation, which means we celebrate and welcome all people across diversities of race, gender, sexual identities, age, ability, immigration status, and belief. We are also a congregation working for reproductive justice. So whoever you are, wherever you have come from, and wherever you are on life's journey, know that you are welcome here.
Our call to worship this morning comes from the great 14th Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso, who just celebrated his 91st birthday, and is thought to be the living embodiment of the bodhisattva of infinite compassion who we're talking about all day long. But his name in Sanskrit is Avalokiteshvara, which is a mouthful. And he says, every morning when he gets up, he says, every day, think as you wake up. Today, I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life, and I am not going to waste it. I'm going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. I'm going to have kind thoughts toward others. I'm going to get angry, or I am not going to get angry, or think badly about others. I'm going to benefit others as much as I can. Tenzin Gyatso, the 14th Dalai Lama.
It's time to light our chalice, and Aisling, you get to light it. As she does that, please let's say the lighting words together. We light the chalice, the symbol of our Unitarian Universalist faith, as a beacon of hope for all who seek justice, dignity, and compassion, and in celebration of the life of truth and meaning we share together. If we continue with our affirmation statement, love is the spirit of this church, and service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
As Unitarian Universalists, we believe there is a spark of the divine in all the beings, including all of us. And if you are new to this is a weird thing we do every week. You'll get used to it. What you're going to do is you're going to say howdy to the other divine sparks in the room, and I will let you know when it's over with a very loud gong. Go for it. This is like the ever ready charm. I hit it, it goes forever. It's still going. This is a time in our service where if you are a praying person, this is your opportunity. We have silence and music, and we have these beautiful candelarias that you can get up and light. If you can watch the people, if you've ever been here, just watch the other people do it. And we're going to be singing hymn number 1031 in the teal, which is a meditation. And so if you're trying to learn a meditation, what meta means is love, really. Basically, you're basically saying, may I be free from danger? May I be mentally happy? May I be physically happy? May I have ease of well-being? And then you say it for somebody you love, and then you say it for people that you don't care, really, either way. You're kind of like neutral. And then if you really want to stretch, you can say it for someone whom you have a resentment. You do not have to mean it. It still works. It still works. But we're going to sing a version of that prayer, that meditation here, number 1031. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be whole. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be whole. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be whole. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be whole. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be whole. May you be filled loving kindness. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be whole. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. Let's sing it, number 213. There is a wideness to your mercy. There is a wideness in your mercy, like the wideness in the sea. There is a kindness in your justice, which is more than. But we make your love of too narrow, falsely limits of our own, and we may magnify your strictness with a zeal you will not own. For the love of God is broader than the measures of our minds, and the heart of the eternal is most wonderfully kind. So I don't know how it seems to you, but the weight of the state of the world feels a bit too heavy right now. It's too hot. Nothing seems to be working as it should in too many areas, both personally, professionally, universally, in the country, in the world. There are just too many moments when the world feels too loud. The cries for help come from everywhere, from war zones and hospital rooms, from hungry children and lonely elders, from neighbors who are afraid, from the earth itself, groaning under the weight of our taking. And then there are the quieter cries, the ones that do not make the news, the cry of someone sitting in the parking lot before coming in, the cry of a parent or a minister who has run out of patience, the cry of someone who is grieving but still has to go to work, the cry of someone who looks completely fine on the outside but isn't fine, not really. For the last 25 years, Meg and I have been hauling around a big concrete statue to everywhere we have lived, from South Carolina to New Jersey to Austin to Bryan. It is sitting in the front of my house right now. I think Elliot's got it up there for you. Her name is Kuan. I just went to Japan to chase her around on the Kamakota, which is a ancient 1,000-year-old trail. And she is amazing. So in Buddhist tradition, there is a beloved figure who represents compassion so deep that no cry is beneath her notice. She is known in China as Kuan Yin or Guanyin. In Japan, her name is Canon. In Tibet, it's Chenrizik. And in Sanskrit is Uvalokiteshvara. In Eastern Asian devotion, Kuan Yin is often imagined as a feminine presence of mercy, calm, steady, listening. Her name is often translated as the one who hears the cries of the world, or the one who perceives the sounds of the world. What a holy name. Not the one who fixes everything, not the one who has all the answers, not the one who explains suffering away, but the one who hears, the one who listens. I want so badly to learn to listen that way. So Kuan Yin is a bodhisattva. In Mahayana Buddhism, a bodhisattva is one who is devoted to awakening not only for themselves, but for all beings. So they get enlightened, but they stick around. And they try to help everybody else do it too. That is very universalist, is it not? A bodhisattva does not climb out of the suffering and close the door behind them. A bodhisattva turns back. A bodhisattva says, I will not be free alone. That idea has a deep resonance for Unitarian Universalism. We may not all use the same religious language, but at our best, we know this salvation, liberation, healing, wholeness, whatever word we use, cannot be private property. No one is free alone. And no one is whole alone. And no one is saved alone. Kuan Yin invites us into a compassion that is not sentimental. It's not thoughts and prayers. Compassion that action is required. Kuan Yin's compassion is strong enough to hear what most of us would rather not hear. We learn how to tune out suffering. We scroll past it. We explain it away. We blame people for it. We tell ourselves it's just too complicated. We tell ourselves we're too busy. We tell ourselves someone else will handle it. And sometimes, of course, we do need boundaries because no human being can absorb every sorrow of the world, even the Dalai Lama. Compassion does not mean drowning in every grief until we are no use to anyone. The Buddhists call that idiot compassion, and it doesn't do anyone any good. So there is a difference between having boundaries and building walls. There is a difference between protecting the heart and hardening it. Kuan Yin stands at that threshold. She asks us, can you stay human here? Can you hear without turning away? Can you let the pain of another being matter to you? In many images, Kuan Yin is shown holding a vase of healing water. Sometimes compassion comes as a cup of water or a phone call, a ride to the doctor, a meal left on the porch, a hand held in silence. Drop by drop, mercy enters the world. We often imagine compassion as a feeling. We think we are compassionate if we feel all warm and gooey because we did something nice, and we want to make sure everybody saw it. You know, you been like that ever? Kind, moved, generous. But compassion is more than a feeling. Compassion is a discipline. Compassion is what we practice when the feeling has not yet arrived. Compassion is what we choose when fear tells us to close down. Compassion is what we do when irritation, exhaustion, and judgment are all standing in the doorway. It is easy to feel compassion for someone whose suffering looks noble. It is harder to feel compassion for someone who is difficult or defensive or angry or ungrateful. It is harder to feel compassion for the person who keeps making the same mistake over and over and over. Can I get a witness? Yeah. It's harder to feel compassion for ourselves. It is harder to feel compassion for ourselves. And yet Kuan Yin hears the cries of the world, all the cries. The cry underneath the anger, the cry underneath addiction, the cry underneath cruelty, the cry underneath arrogance, the cry underneath our own numbness. This does not mean that harm has no consequences, because compassion is not the same thing as permissiveness. Mercy does not require us to abandon justice. In fact, the deepest compassion demands justice, because compassion asks, what would actually reduce the suffering? Sometimes compassion comforts, sometimes it confronts, sometimes it feeds, sometimes it protects, sometimes it says, no more, and sometimes compassion says, please come home. That is the movement we are invited into as a religious community, to become people who hear and respond. A congregation can become an ear for the world. A congregation can listen for the cries in its own neighborhood, the family of facing eviction, the teenager who's transgender and is afraid of what laws and adults may do to them, the immigrant family living with uncertainty, the elder who no longer drives at night, the teacher who is burned out. Can I get a witness, teachers? Okay, the person quietly choosing between medication and groceries. A congregation can listen for the cries inside its own walls, the disagreement no one wants to name, the grief we are carrying, the people who feel unseen, the volunteers who are tired, the newcomers wondering if there's room for them. And a congregation can listen for the cries inside its own heart, the fear of not being enough, the longing to matter, the ache to be a part of something beautiful and brave. We can learn to listen. We can remain present. May we respond with love. There's a teaching in the Kuan Yin tradition that she can appear in whatever form is needed. This is one reason her images shift across cultures and centuries. Sometimes she's masculine, sometimes feminine, sometimes androgynous, sometimes royal, sometimes simple, sometimes with many arms to help many beings at once. I love that. Compassion does not have only one face. Sometimes compassion looks like a grandmother, and sometimes it looks like a protester, the Dalai Lama or Mother Mary. Sometimes it looks like a nurse. Sometimes it looks like a social worker filling out one more form. And sometimes it looks like a neighbor showing up with a casserole. Sometimes it looks like a child just telling the truth. And sometimes it looks like a church committee that is out waiting in the heat. Whew. Sometimes it looks like rest, because exhausted people cannot keep pouring from an empty vessel forever. In some images, Kuan Yin has 1,000 arms, and in each hand there is an eye. I went to this famous temple while I was in Japan in Kyoto called Sajusan Jendo, which is built in like 1100, and it's the size of a couple of football fields wide. In fact, they have a very famous contest there where they shoot arrows. When women come of age, they have to shoot an arrow as far as they can down this thing. It's kind of cool. But in this temple, there are 1,000 life-size golden statues of Canon. And they each have a different face. And they're actually carved out of cedar, but they're covered in gold leaf. And I think I have a picture. You can't take a picture of them, or I would have taken some, but I couldn't take any. And it's the most sacred place, I think one of the most sacred places I've ever seen. The vibe off of it is intense. If you go to Kyoto, please go. That image may sound strange at first, but it is profound. Not because all helping is helpful. Sometimes we rush in with our own agenda. Sometimes we offer the help we want to give rather than the help that is needed. Sometimes we make ourselves the hero of someone else's pain. But the 1,000-armed Kuan Yin teaches a wiser compassion. Hands that see before they reach, hands that pay attention, hands guided by perception. What if our compassion had eyes? What if before we acted, we asked, what is really needed here? What does this person say they need? What systems are causing this suffering? And what would preserve their dignity? What would create more freedom? These are really good questions, right? So when I was in CPE, which is what we do to chaplain training, you have a supervisor who says, "Why did you say that? How come you did that? What did they say? What did you say back?" And one of the most useful things they said is, "Don't do anything, just stand there. Just stand there. Wait, listen, listen." We can listen people back into dignity. When someone has been ignored, we should listen. When someone has been shamed, we should listen. When someone has been told they are too much or not enough, we should listen. When someone has been reduced to a label, we listen for the fullness of their humanity, and we also listen to ourselves. Because there is a danger in religious communities, especially justice-seeking ones, that we can become so focused on being useful that we forget we are also worthy of tenderness. We can have a party. We can have cake. We have a really good reason to have cake today because it's Teddy's birthday, and Elliot and Kat both got full rides to seminary. You do not have to earn mercy by being easy to love. That's a really hard one. You do not have to earn rest by collapsing first. Kuan Yin hears your cry too. The cry you minimalize, the tenderness you hide because someone once taught you it was a weakness. Compassion includes you. So if you choose to, place a hand over your heart, if that feels comfortable, and simply let your hands rest open in your lap. Okay? Breathe in. Breathe out. Please repeat after me if you choose to. May I hear the cry within me. May I meet it with mercy. May I hear the cry around me. And may I respond with love. Let's try it one more time. May I hear the cry within me. May I meet it with mercy. May I hear the cry around me. May I meet it with love. Beloveds, the world does not need you to become supernatural beings with 1,000 arms. It needs us to become more fully human. What would it mean to live as if every cry mattered? You don't have to judge it. Is this one worthy of responding to? Is this one worthy of responding to? What if we just heard them all? What would it mean to build a church where people are heard into healing? What would it mean to build a society where compassion is not charity from above, but solidarity beside one another? What would it mean to let mercy become organized into budgets, policies, meals, visits, votes, shelters, classrooms, prayers, and songs? Our community has many hands. In our community, we take turns. Our community can remember hope for one another. This is the work before us to become, in our own imperfect way, a many-handed compassion form as a community of Kuan Yin. May we become the people who hear. May we become the people who respond. And may we become people of mercy with sleeves rolled up. When the world cries out, may we listen. When suffering comes near, may we not turn away. When compassion asks something of us, may we answer with courage. When our hearts ache, may we receive mercy too. May we go from this place with love strong enough to hear the cries of the world. Blessed be. And now we're going to sing number 6. Might take me a minute. Just as long as I have breath, I must answer yes to life. Through with pain I made my way, still with hope I meet each day. If they asked what I did well, tell them I said yes to that. Just as long as vision lasts, I must answer yes to truth. In my dream and in my dark, always that elusive spark. If they ask what I did well, tell them I said yes to truth. Just as long as my heart beats, I must answer yes to love. Disappointment pierced me through, still I kept on loving you. If they ask what I did best, tell them I said yes to love.
Now let an offering be taken to sustain and strengthen this place which is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and of hope, for we are now the keepers of the dream. This church shares the proceeds of the offering plate donation every week to help support important nonprofit organizations with which we work. The 4 groups we voted to support with this year's donations are Tiny Hope Village, Brazos Interfaith Immigration Network, the Pride Center, and Brazos Valley Blessings. We vote on this every May at our congregational meeting. Please be as generous as you can.
On slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea, fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Fly through the revolution. Feed the babies who don't have enough to eat. Shoe the children with no shoes on their feet. House the people living in the street. Solution. I wanna fly like an eagle like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle. When? Till I'm free. Oh, through the revolution. Tick tock, do 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 do. Tick tock, do 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 do. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Feed the babies, don't have enough to eat. Shoe the children with no shoes on their feet. How's the people living in the street? Oh, there's a solution. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Come on, y'all. Fly like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Right through the revolution. Tick tock, do 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 do. Tick tock, do 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 do. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. One more time, y'all. Come on. I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Through the revolution. Tick tock, do 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 do. Tick tock, do 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 do. Tick tock, do 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 do. Tick tock, do 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 do.
Molly, Elliot, Kat, Jerry, Carolyn, Teddy on the bass.
And Reverend Kiya. Woo!
We give thanks for all your gifts that you have given, for those we receive, and especially we give thanks for each other. May your generosity return to you at least tenfold. We have a few announcements. We always do. Today at noon, we're on the second Sunday, so we have our book club. We are discussing Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book and voting on our next reads. The Helping Hand Food Pantry will be open to anyone who needs a helping hand in this third Wednesday coming up from 1 to 4 o'clock, right here in the Fred. We want to celebrate today. We have lots of cake. We always celebrate with cake. Particularly Kat and Elliot's acceptance to seminary and their full scholarships, as well as Teddy's birthday during coffee hour. Yes. We have other birthdays too, but they're people who are away, many of them in cooler places, like Eleanor and Liz. Kathy Apelt. There was somebody else, wasn't there? Well, they're celebrating, I'm sure.
Liz, for sure.
I said hers. Yeah. Okay, on a very serious note, David Pate's celebration of life is next Saturday at 4 p.m. Please bring desserts to share. The reception will be catered by Chuy's, and everyone is welcome. David was a beloved, longtime member of this congregation, and our hearts go out to Mary Ellen, to David Jr., and to Ari. This coming Thursday, July 16th, we'll be learning to make smoothies as part of our Thursday summer sessions. So even if you're not a child in religious education, you can come and learn to make smoothies. Everybody is welcome. Now please join me in extinguishing the chalice. Reverend Kiya, let's say our words together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we gather together again.
Please sing the benediction with me if you choose to. Remember the way of the wind and breathe and blow. Remember the way of the fire and sparkle and glitter and glow. Remember the way of the water and ebb and flow. Remember the way of the earth and grow. Go in peace. Little long.